To bring in Connor Bedard here with Scott.
Okay, nice.
Congrats. You were on with Mike Stothers on Matt Marchese, and Mike Futa, of course, was your GM and Owen Sound.
Yep.
And he said Mike Stothers would be on the exercise bike, and Bobby Ryan, the #1 pick, came there and said, I didn't come here to win the Tour de France.
Oh, yeah, he would go hard in the paint. Yeah,
what about this photo? You and Connor Bedard.
Yeah, I got the chance. He's a bright young kid. He works so hard in the off season, and I asked him to go do the Grouse grind. And normally it takes you about an hour, and this kid zipped up there in 36 minutes, left me in the dust, and he even took a wrong turn. So I thought I'd lost him early, and next thing you know, he buzzes by me again. And I was marveling at his fitness, and he's such a dedicated kid to his craft, and I can't say enough positive things about him.
Connor, I know it was a grind tonight, but there's Biz Nasty and a great shot of you, and we really appreciate you joining Scott. So thank you to the boys over here, and Scott, to you there at Rogers Arena.
Thank you, Ron. Yes, Connor, the Grouse grind, 6 in the morning, early September with Biz. His time on Mother Nature's Stairmaster, I think, was 52:45, which is very impressive.
Yeah.
Yours, Biz got it wrong, I think, was 37 minutes.
Yeah.
That's world class, which is 2 minutes better than your previous best. Do you recall exactly the point at which you left in your dust?
I think it was decently quick, but like you said there, I made a wrong turn somehow, and then I went back. But it was fun. It was impressive of him to get up and do it, and I enjoyed it. It was kind of my first time really getting to spend time with him, and I enjoyed that.
All right, #1 draft pick, pride of North Vancouver, Connor Bedard is with us on the occasion of his homecoming game. You missed the Hawks game here last year in your rookie season because of the broken jaw. So this was your first NHL game in your hometown. It did not go as you'd hoped, obviously, and those things happen. But what was your sense of anticipation for it?
For me, in the end, it's another game. But I think just getting to come home and kind of spend some time with family, and I think for them, it's what really matters. They did as much to get me here as I did myself, and for them to get to kind of celebrate that and see me play in my hometown, and I think it was a cool night for them, and I'm happy that I got to have some people here.
How many tickets did you have to buy?
Not crazy really. I think around 15 or something. I've seen some wild homecomings with tickets, so I got decently lucky, I think.
Well, the count we got from the Hawks was actually 19 or maybe
was
20. They say that NHL games on the road in your hometown are the ones you play for free. Does it feel that way?
Yeah, it's worth it in the end, but it's kind of funny for sure. Some of the guys kind of joking about it and stuff that you're playing for free or you're paying to play or whatever. So. But it's good. It's worth it, obviously, with the people you're buying them for.
So the Hawks got in here from Seattle late on Thursday night, so you had some of yesterday to go home, literally to go home and hang around the house in which you grew up. Did you take the opportunity to shoot a few pucks for old time's sake?
A couple, actually.
Oh, okay.
I went back there for fun, and it was nice to kind of get the day at home. We had the day off yesterday, so kind of when we landed, I just Ubered home, slept in my own bed for a night, and then just kind of hung out with my family and chilled out. So it was a good day.
As we look at that video, you do have a wicked shot. The torque on it is incredible, and the stories about the endless hours that you spent here in the backyard firing pucks are countless. What drove you to put in that kind of work?
It's hard to really explain. There isn't really one thing that I can say. It's just kind of something that's in you, I guess. I always woke up and I wanted to get better, and there's never a real one specific reason. It was just that I love the game, and I always wanted to be doing it. I always wanted to be trying to get a little better each day, and it's kind of been a huge part of my life ever since I can remember.
Your parents, Melanie and Tom, obviously couldn't have been more accommodating when it came to firing pucks in the backyard, and I suppose on occasion in the house. We're going to talk some more about family in a moment, but first, I was interested this week to hear your brutal self-assessment of your play in the last few games, because you're in a special breed of players. You're expected to do something special whenever you step onto the ice. What do you expect of yourself?
A lot more. It's been, tough start to the year, and not something I expected. I felt like I had a great summer and put a lot of work in, and you come in and it's been hard mentally, and it's been frustrating. So I just kind of try to stick with it and try to get better. We want to try to get better as a team, but I feel responsible for a lot of our struggles. Just with my game where it's at, it's not even close to where it should be or where it needs to be. So but you can't turn back the clock, can't go back to the start of the year. So just keep working and try to find it.
Growing up in North Vancouver, clearly you were a Canuck fan. You're almost legally obligated to be that if you're from North Van. Not hard to find a lot of pictures of you wearing Canuck sweaters.
Yeah.
What kind of a Canuck fan were you?
It was pretty hardcore, actually. I remember when, I was growing up 5 to 6, 7, 8. I'd lose my mind whenever they lost. There's a couple times where my mom kind of gave me a couple suspensions from watching the team. I was getting too fired up, but I was pretty into it and love watching them. Love going to games here and there, and that's the cool part kind of about coming home.
Here is a video question then from some guy you may recognize.
Hey Connor, it's your old coach here. Just kidding. I was on the ice for you one time, but I basically tell you everything you know. But anyways, I was just wondering, when you were growing up, like we all have like these special moments that we remember. Like I remember going to my first NHL game at the Buffalo Auditorium with my dad and sitting in the nosebleeds and how steep it was, and Pat LaFontaine scoring a big goal. Do you have any moment like that sticks out for you, where you kind of remember your first NHL game and anything major that happened or anything like that? Anyways, hope you're having fun with Scott, but you're probably not. But
the requisite shot.
Yeah.
You know what he's getting at, right?
It's funny he asked that question because he knows it was his goal. I was here for Game 5 there against the Sharks, and
2011. You'd have been what, 6 years old?
I wasn't even 6 yet. I would have been 5. I was up top in the nosebleeds, and me and my dad. And it's funny because he said, I think him and Luongo were probably the only guys who knew where the puck was, and all of a sudden it was over, and it was pretty incredible for myself to get to be there with my dad and enjoy it, and I still remember it, so that kind of shows the impact it had. Yeah,
that was the OT stanchion goal against the Sharks in overtime that sent the Canucks to the Stanley Cup final. And by the way, Kevin is not done yet. It's got a follow-up.
All right.
Oh, just a quick follow-up question for you. I'm told that during the celebration, somebody spilled the beer on you. And my oldest brother, Marty, who lives out in Kelowna, he's claiming that was him. So I don't know if you remember that, if there was any beer spilled on you in the celly, but if so, blame it on a BXA.
Yeah.
Was there beer spilled on you?
There was, actually. Yeah, it was Kessler's goal to tie it. The fan behind me jumped up. It went all over me. I remember going home and gave my mom my jersey, and she's like, why the hell is this reek of beer? So it was funny. I mean, I was so young, and that's just small world that ended up being something related to him. But I remember that pretty well as well. It was a funny moment.
As Kevin pointed out in his first question, he is not above taking credit for your development. Do you remember this picture?
Yeah, I do. Him and Hamhuis came out, and it's another thing that I remember pretty well, and it makes you kind of think about the impact you can have on kids. And I just remember we got a surprise, and we didn't know what it was, and then these two guys showed up, and we were all so pumped, and we had a blast. So it's something that stays with you and makes you kind of think about now seeing kids wearing your jersey or being excited to see you. Just that it takes you back to moments like those, and people like him and Hamhuis there to come out with us and just make a memory for all of us.
When I told Kevin yesterday you were going to be our guest on the program tonight, he sent those pictures almost immediately. So clearly he wants to be on the Bedard bandwagon. Yeah. How's that make you feel?
It's good. I mean, I remember yelling at him to stop turning the puck over when I was watching all the time. So it's funny now that he's watching me and he knows who I am, and it's pretty cool just to see see how hockey connects people, and just having support from everyone.
All right, we're not going to make this all about you and the Canucks. So just one more question. Your favorite Canuck was?
Growing up, it was Tanev, actually. I don't know why. I just remember him always putting his face in front of pucks and sacrificing his body. And I feel like when you When you don't watch a team much, those are guys you don't maybe know as much, but when you're watching a team every night, it's something you see, and just the respect for guys like that, it's pretty impressive just watching that, and you see guys do it now for our team or for other teams, and you have an appreciation for it.
That's a really tough way to make a living in hockey, and very few do it better than Chris Tanev. You, on the other hand, are not paid to throw yourself in front of pucks or block shots. Fair?
Yeah, I mean, if it's called for, I'd try to get there, but it's definitely not my forte.
Nick Foligno, your teammate, often your line mate's an 18-year veteran. Is he a good resource for you?
Yeah, himself and lots of guys. I remember getting in last year, and he was a guy that, I could go to for questions or advice or something. But there's been a lot of guys, I think. Taylor Radish last year lived in my building. He was always awesome. Halsey's been great, just having, the guy that's been, first overall pick and share some of the same experiences. But, all those guys have been awesome. And, it's really hard to come into the league without, mentors or whatever, and so many guys have stepped up for myself and for a lot of young guys, and that makes it a bit of an easier transition for sure.
So speaking of Nick, here he is trying to educate you, and it really has nothing to do with hockey.
There's so much to teach you, and I don't have enough contract time. I didn't want to get a layup like that. I'm gonna have to stay in Chicago for like 5 years after I'm
Started it was, we're the day. Freddie Mercury is up there with Queen, and I'm like, do you know who that is? And my biggest thing, Bedsy and I go back and forth, like I'm trying to teach him outside the game. He's probably going to teach me a ton inside the game, but I'm going to try and teach him outside the game, because we had some hilarious moments where he doesn't know half the things that are going on outside the world, and it's great at 18, neither did I, but I'm baffled that he doesn't have even like a music culture or anything like that. So I'm trying to teach him along the way. And I said, do you know who that is? He's like, Beatles. And I'm like, oh, man. And then I just lost it. Yeah. And I know partly he's joking, but then I just like, back at him. I'm like, I have so much to teach you. I don't know if I can do this.
So creative editing is what you're telling us.
Yeah, that's what pisses me off, because I got the clip sent to me.
That's
and I'm
another
like,
company.
Show the whole clip, you guys.
All right, the AO by Freddie Mercury that Nick referred to initially, I think was at Live Aid in 1985, which would only be about 20 years before you were born. So
yeah, I should definitely know who that is.
You definitely get a pass on that one. But what has Nick been able to teach you?
Yeah, I think, it's funny looking at that.
Not about hockey, by the way.
Yeah, just the different times that some of us grew up, I guess. And he'll always, usually it's me and Reichs, where he's like, they're talking about a show or a song or an artist or whatever, and we're kind of just sitting there like waiting for them to come at us with, do we know who that is? And usually it's a no, and then they'll kind of give it to us, the older guys. But no, I mean it's fun to just share experience with them, and they are living a different lives than us. I go home and I'm by myself, and I just sit on my couch, hang out. They're going home, they got kids, and they're providing for them, and then they're coming to the rink and doing what they can for us. So it's cool to kind of hear experiences from that and see what they do outside of the rink with their families and that stuff. So I have a lot of respect for all those guys.
One of the things the Hawks are trying to teach you is to portion out your energy. In other words, don't be staying on the ice for an hour plus after practice. To what lengths have they gone to try to get that message through?
Not crazy, really. I mean, they let me kind of do what I do, and I know that we play a lot of games, and I try to do everything I can to make sure I'm feeling good when the games come. And
well, I'm talking about Luke Richardson hiding your stick sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. That might have happened once or something, but
well, that's enough.
Yeah, that's enough, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I think they give me advice on stuff, but I know kind of how my body feels and whatever. So if when I'm tired, maybe I'll get off quicker, or feel good, stay on a little longer. But that's something you learn as you go.
When it comes to a player like you, I think people are always interested to know when it became clear that you were going to be something special. And in your case, it might have been at the age of 10.
As now Bedard coming back. Nice move. Bedard scores. Bedard, dangle, and finish. Now Bedard. Potential 2-on-1 coming. Carroll trying to stick with his man. Bedard cuts. He scores. Bedard.
It's really hard to believe that it was only 9 years ago you played in the Brick Tournament. Did that seem to you to be the first time that you were on a big stage?
Yeah, I think when you're that young, and that's kind of the goal for that year when you're 9 or 10 years old or whatever it is, and I remember just being so excited to be there, and you feel like you're playing an NHL game, and it's just so exciting. So I remember that pretty well, and I think playing in that tournament, you're not really thinking about the NHL yet, but it just feels like such a big moment for that age, and I remember everyone was pretty excited to be there.
All right, let's take a look at one of your Brick goals and compare it to one you scored 9 years later.
Bedard's going to stay out there. Matty Lou's going to go for a change. Stolen by Bedard. Bedard right in. Tries to deke Braun. This time is Braun. Now Rubber, they score!
There's Bedard dropping it back off Donato. Now Bedard with a shot. Saved by Olmark. Coming around is Bedard. He scores! His first National Hockey League goal!
So your shot is your biggest weapon, but it's good to know the wraparound can also work. Who would ever have thought you could take a brick move and pull it off in the best league in the world?
Yeah, it's funny. I kind of saw, when you're that young, you only have so many goals that are actually on video, and I probably only had the ones from that Brick tournament, and it's funny that one kind of ended up being a little similar. So things kind of just come full circle, I guess.
You are all about family. Your father, Tom, works to this day as a logger, which means he gets up at 3, 4, or 5 in the morning and goes into the woods to fell 100-foot trees. I read an article recently in which he was described as the original Johnny Canuck. Steve asks, hey, Connor, do you ever go to the woods with your dad and run the grapple yarder or buck up some big timber? I'm guessing that's logging lingo.
Yeah, I don't even know what he means. So,
Nor do I.
No, I don't. I would go when I was really young. Myself, my sister, and my mom would go with him a bit, but I haven't been in a while. I think I should. You don't really understand when you're 5, 6 years old, what he's really doing, how hard he's really working. But I think that's where kind of my work ethic came from is, he's doing a really hard job getting up, like you said, 3 in the morning, driving 3-4 hours each way and coming home and taking me to practice. And, looking back, I can't believe he was able to do it. So, that's just kind of the special part about me playing hockey is, there's so much that goes into it. And if he's not willing to do that, really sacrifice his whole life just to provide for myself and our family, it's it's pretty special that I get to play the game. And
your mother Melanie, of course, ran the house and in fact moved with you to Regina when you played for the Pats to take care of you. Your sister Madison, studying business at the University of Calgary, you have said she is your greatest role model. Why?
Yeah, I think just how she approaches every day. Like I said with my dad, his work ethic, my mom and my sister are the same, and my sister, just seeing her, she's working full time, doing school, getting her education, and she's helping me out with everything, every email I get or anything like that. She's making sure I read it, making sure I'm doing what I need to do. And when I was in school, she was helping me every day, and she means the world to me. We're best friends, and someone that I really look up to and really try to follow her lead and decisions she makes in her life.
You are in demand for endorsements. You've got a number of corporate deals. It's nice to see that you secured a role for your sister in this car commercial.
Come on, Connor, pick up.
Hey, Maddie.
Connor, you need to move the car. I have to get out. I'm late.
I'm at practice in Chicago.
Chicago?
Don't worry. I'll share my key.
Okay, so 2 questions there, Connor. How could Maddie not know you were in Chicago? Because I think it was all over the news. And number 2, couldn't she just have backed her car out? Because it looked like there was a lot of room there.
Yeah, I cringe at myself just watching that. So, no, it was funny. I remember, I think they were telling me that she was pretty good and I was going to do my part. And, they made me redo it a million times. So, it's funny, but it's good to get, have her be part of it. And I'm lucky I'm in the States, so I don't have to watch myself too much. But she's always texting me that she's got to watch it and whatnot. But it was fun.
Hey, it's a commercial, not a documentary. True or false? You turned down a lucrative deal with a fast food chain because you have never eaten fast food, ever.
False.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have eaten fast food.
I've had like Subway, Chipotle, stuff like that. I don't know,
Well.
but not some of the other ones.
Well, that's a common misconception, so it's good that you straightened it out.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had most of the fast food, but there's, I guess, the odd place I've had. So.
Yeah. If I looked in your fridge in your Chicago apartment, what would I find?
Man, just pretty basic stuff. I keep it simple when I have to cook or whatever. It's beef, chicken, fish, rice, or potatoes, basically, and then some veggies. So nothing too interesting. Snack stuff. I like to have yogurt or some form of oats. I love any type of oats for some reason. So stuff like that.
Let's get a couple of fans in here before we say goodbye to you. You have lived your better part of your teenage life under a media microscope. So Captain Ron asks, do you see yourself as famous?
Not really. No, I mean, I go home and I'm still the same person before anyone knew who I was. I think maybe when I come back here in a Canadian city or whatever, and I get recognized more, maybe I feel it a little more. But in the end, when I go home, I'm just the same me, and I think that's what people maybe get confused by. Even when I was younger, I feel like these people are, not real or whatever. But everyone's a normal person, and that's how I look at it.
Sloppy or Slopey, whatever the name is, asks, how close are you with your cousin, Gavin McKenna?
I mean, I haven't got to hang out with him much. I text him a little bit. It's fun to see him do and fun to watch him play. And, I know that people are starting to get pretty excited about him. And he's kind of going through a lot of the same stuff I did. So I think it's nice for myself. I can get to be a little resource for him if he's got some questions or, stuff that he wants to know a little bit about kind of, maybe what he's going through, because it's pretty similar. So it's fun to watch him and fun to follow, his career right now.
He's turning it up with Medicine Hat. He isn't draft eligible until 26, and he's already the consensus #1 pick.
Yeah.
Look, I know your least favorite thing to do is to talk about yourself, and you were very gracious with your time with us tonight, Connor. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
And by the way, this is a recreation of that iconic picture in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, done by Chicago Magazine. Once again, thanks for being here. Connor Bedard was our guest on After Hours. Back to Rogers Arena in a moment.